Hello, I'm Mars. I'm a sophomore at Bowie High, and welcome to the Dispatch. Welcome to a new video series where we review, analyze, and discuss varying topics. We'll have several guests come in from varying backgrounds and explore new aspects of Bowie High and the greater Austin community. If you're in a hurry, here are the timestamps for today. Every year, the Starlight Theater Company at Bowie is a classic or record breaker to life on stage. This year, the theater group did a take on Dolly Parton's classic, 9 to 5. Originally released as a film in 1980, 9 to 5 stars Dolly Parton, known for her singing career, as one of the lead roles. The movie is about Parton's character, Dora Lee Rhodes, and her two co-workers who decided to take revenge against their sexist boss and put matters into their own hands. The movie story is brought to musical form in 2008 with 9 to 5 the musical, which is the version that Bowie will be putting on for their production. Yeah. Let me introduce you to two cast members.
I am Cosmo Norman. I am part of the build crew, which worked on the production of the stage and the props.
I'm Mason Cottom. I played the character Dwayne, who is like the husband of one of the main characters.
Yeah. So when you guys work on a musical, how busy would you say it is?
I would say it is fairly busy.
Very busy, yeah. We had rehearsals pretty much every day after school, and work days for 7 or 8 hours on Saturdays.
So how often do you guys interact within like the cast, between like actual cast and the setup crew?
I'd say very little.
Very little?
Yeah.
We usually are separate in groups.
Yeah. There's certain people who work like specifically with like the actors, like the costume people, but like the build people, we don't really ever clash or collide, you know? Or
yeah, I get you. Yeah, but when you do have, you obviously do have to like have some sort of like collaboration within. What would you say? What would you guys do to collaborate with each other to make the show successful?
Well, for build crew, we usually interact with our teachers, Humphrey and Mr. Perry, and they will interact with the actual cast. So it's more of an organized communication.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever you guys are working with like, your separate cast, like you said you have a different group. Would you guys say like you guys build a bond together working on these things?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've made multiple friends from the build crew.
Yeah. Do you guys like hang out outside of school?
Sometimes. It's mostly through group chats on phones and.
Yeah. Well, for each of you guys, what's like the most difficult part of working on such a production like that?
I'd say making time. A lot of it was staying after school for a couple of hours, constantly for weeks on end. So it's definitely a lot of hard work and effort put into it. That's my experience for the hardest.
Yeah, and so when you have the hard work, would you say that when you see the final product, what was your reaction?
Wow. We put that together in 1 month.
In 1 month?
Yeah.
Wow.
A couple.
Pretty much, yeah. With break, like winter break, and then all the like school getting shut down, or like for the ice and all that. Like we lost some time, and we still cranked out a pretty darn good product.
So when you guys lost time to the snow and stuff, how did that affect your like process in like making the play?
We probably had to speed it up a little bit. We had lost some time.
Yeah.
But besides that, the organization was just as it was before.
Yeah.
Do you guys have to cut any corners on that, or? Well, I would say cut corners, but like, was it something that you wanted to do but you couldn't do because of time constraints?
I think very rarely we have to cut corners like that, but most of the time we have time to do exactly what we would like to do.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. So whenever you were working on the show, what were like the most common mishaps, or do you have any like a story about any?
Well, when building on the build crew, a lot of measurements is very crucial, because if it's not measured correctly, it'll be out of place slightly, and it'll become, at that point, almost unusable, because it'll be out of measurement, and for example, the 9 to 5 with the stairs that leading up to the stage
Yeah.
were not properly measured and they were cut badly. So that's why some of the steps were slanted, and there's a whole ordeal about that.
Well, for like whenever it's slanted, did you guys like, when did you guys realize that? Were you just like, oh shoot, we need to fix this, or was it kind of?
I think
out?
that's the time we did cut a corner.
Mm.
At that point, we were like, "Ugh," we're running low on supplies, and we just made the best of what we had.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Call it.
And Mason, we know. So for those of you who don't know, the people in the theater make there's 2 productions, 2 casts, which you have to coordinate. So I'm wondering, Mason, do you ever talk to the other cast to kind of get like a more of an idea of how to portray the character the same way, more or less?
Definitely, yeah. Like everyone like kind of feeds off some of the ideas from like their counterpart, and they feed off some, like they together kind of create like the best version of the character.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes I'd go to like the other Dwayne and say, oh, like how are, like for this scene, like how are you doing this? And like, oh, you know, getting some ideas from that, and kind of vice versa, you know.
Yeah. Could you say like you took some like liberties in saying like oh, this seems like this guy would kind of like do this?
Well, yeah, the directors aren't gonna ever be able to tell you how to do every little thing, so you're gonna have to decide, okay, maybe like this is how I want to kind of play this character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did when like obviously when you were on the stage, did you ever get like nervous, like very like to the point like you ever like stage fright or something like that, or?
I feel like, I mean, me personally, I'm usually pretty good at dealing with that sort of thing, but I remember like the first opening night, the warm-ups for me personally had felt just so awful, and I was like going on stage, I was like, I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to like hit these notes, you know, but like it went good, and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to add?
I have nothing.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you for coming.
course.
Yep. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Here's the next portion of the video. Are you looking for new places to eat? Do you want to switch up your palate? Well, I'm here today to let you know about 2 new restaurants coming soon to you. First is Sahih Imports, a Japanese mini market selling food, groceries, merchandise, amongst other things. The current location is on 6105 Burnett Road in the Northwest Center. However, a new location on 3005 south of Mars has been opened. I usually get some Hello Pandas and some rice balls. My favorites are the shrimp tempura and the Imbura miso. But you really can't go wrong here. They're so good. In the same corner they sell the rice balls. They also sell excellent bento boxes and other specialties. Open every day except from Monday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you want to grab a bite of the rice balls, go before 12 or as early as you can, as they have a set amount that they sell, and they come on a first come first served basis. The market doesn't have a place to eat, so I recommend finding a place to eat at beforehand or just taking it home. The second is Taco Deli, a Mexican-inspired taco joint opening up on 5701 West Slaughter Lane, right by TCBY. While this place is not opened yet, there are a lot of locations scattered through Austin. They sell breakfast tacos from 7 to 11 a.m. on weekdays, 8 to 3 on the weekend, with lunch meal starting at 11 and dinner meal starting at 4. I tend to get the Mexico City chicken taco whenever I go, along with some beef, but you really can't go wrong. You can dine in, pick up, deliver, whatever works best for you.